Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Undead Mage. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we leave the comforts of our starting zone and move into Silverpine Forest for the first time. Let's not waste any of that time and get right into it. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon. I'm going to start with some wargs. We're going to need their mottled hearts for a quest that we will be picking up later on. Discolored warg hearts, that's right. So we'll gather up some of those as we make our way over to Airland over here. And we can take on his escort quest if it is available. And then we'll head over to Rain Yorick and pick up that Wild Hearts quest. This should be a pretty good opportunity to pick up some more wolf meat as well. We've got a couple of more points to get our cooking up to Journeyman. And I definitely want to handle that before we head over to the Barrens. So we'll be ready to go to pick up our Strider stew recipe from the Crossroads. It's going to be a really important recipe for us. It should last us for quite a long time. And we'll take all the stats that we can possibly get. Especially when it comes to stamina and spirit. In fact, those two might be our most important stats, if I'm being honest. Coming into Silverpine and the Barrens at level 14 just always feels so good. It's just so much safer, more relaxed. Don't have to be on as high alert as you do if you were to get there at level 10. Our quest giver is not here at the moment. Somebody might have already picked up his quest recently. Although I do see a lot of wargs are up right now along his path, so it's possible he could be spawning back over here soon. Take on a few more of these wargs on the way over to the Yorick Farmstead. Let's move the hearts and the meat aside, so they both can be vendored. Make sure that we don't do that by accident. of getting to that point with our current conjured water setup where it's not going to feel super great. I think our water is, there's always that period of time, you know, a few levels after you get another upgrade for conjured water, where it just doesn't really cut it anymore. So it looks like Deathstalker Erland is back. So there might be a time where we want to consider purchasing some water from, you know, a tavern keep.
What is it?
Just because it's going to be a bit stronger. The wolves outside won't leave, and they eye me evilly every time I step foot out that door. They must be incredibly hungry to think that I'm worth eating. I have to report to my teammate, the Deathstalker Rain Yorick, and to get to Rain, I'll need help against these wolves. Please escort me. And there are a lot of wolves out there, so we'll have a better chance if you have friends who can help. I like how they tell you that you should be in a group for this, like right away. I don't think we'll need it. But I do recall, and yes, exactly what I thought. These wargs actually do spawn back in automatically once you start this escort, which kind of makes it extra dangerous. We are going to run into a situation where we're going to be fighting multiple at once, so we'll have to use polymorph, I think. And maybe we can sit down quickly for some mana too in between these pulls. So far we're doing okay. Honestly, this section that we're going through right now is usually the worst of it, I think. Yeah, looks like we should be all right. And normally these two wargs here would pull, but since we're level 14, I think our aggro radius is a little bit smaller. We don't actually pull them. This is good though. You never know if you're going to be able to complete this quest or not. I guess the same goes for most escorts.
Speak quickly.
Thank you for the aid, Adelaide. I had feared Erland was overcome by the dangers of Silverpine. With your help, I see that he is not.
Trust no one.
Although Quinn's wounds are mending, I want to get our report to High Executor Hadrick as quickly as possible. It has information that is vital to the Forsaken's occupation of Silverpine. Let's get rid of this guy.
Victory for Silva.
And Wild Hearts. My brother Quinn was badly hurt by the ghoul, Ivar the Foul, and I don't know if he will heal properly without magical aid. Although I'm not an apothecary, I do know that our apothecaries can make healing potions from the discolored hearts of wargs. Gather such hearts and take them to Apothecary Renferrel at the Sepulchre to the south. Then return here with the potion. You can find plenty of wargs between here and Malden's Orchard to the east. Malden's Orchard. Interesting. So I guess that's what that little plot of land is called, where Deathstalker Erland was. I've already got 4 out of 6 hearts, so shouldn't be too hard to get 2 more before we head over to the Sepulchre. And we'll just head back on the main road for now. There'll be plenty of other wargs just off the path. that we can take on. Go. Should be our last heart. Now we can head straight to the sepulcher. Picked up a lot of wolf meat from that. I guess the drop rate I'm sure is going to be higher off of these wargs as it was with the Darkhounds back in Tears Fall. And yeah, 13 should be plenty to get us to where we need to be with our cooking. Arrived. Let's get this flight path. And this will also be our new home. So let's update our hearthstone as well.
What is it? Watch.
I don't know if we have any fires here. We have an unlit fire, unfortunately, so no cooking right now. That's alright, we can wait until we get back to Kalimdor.
I am forsaken.
Border crossings. As you may know, the town of Ambermill remains a source of human opposition, mainly through the support they receive from the Wizards of Dalaran. I don't know what their plan is, but for them to show interest in a backwater village like Ambermill indicates that it must have some greater importance. They've been shipping crates by the wagon from Hillsbrad. Many of those supplies end up at a small camp north of Pyrewood Village. Retrieve the contents of a crate and return them to me.
Our time will come.
Sure thing.
Be quick about your business.
Let's take a look and see what some of these vendors have.
Victory.
I haven't got all day.
listening.
Oh boy, it would be nice to pick up this green set of robes.
I have
Looks like it's just cloth gear though, not any recipes. We'll have to check downstairs in the crypt in a minute.
What is it?
Dalar Dawnweaver. Lady Sylvanas has charged Varimathras with the conquering of the human and dwarven lands to the south. But that fool, Aragal, charlatan of Dalaran and now cursed beast of Shadowfang Keep, let his reckless magic wreak havoc with the strategic stronghold of Silverpine Forest. I need someone skilled in the ways of combat to help clean up Aragal's mess. Prove yourself to me by killing 5 Moonrange White Scalps. The wretched beasts can often be found just off the road, down the hill below.
Our time. I'm listening.
And now the apothecary.
Remember, patience, discipline.
How good of Apothecary Johann to send his research. With so many new developments here in Silverpine, I nearly forgot about the findings coming out of Lordaeron and Tirisfal Glades. Which reminds me, I need to get those samples off to the necropolis soon. But you must excuse my rambling. Extend your stay in Silverpine, Adelaide. We could use an able-bodied mage like you around here.
Beware the living. Goodbye.
And for Wild Hearts, it is troubling to hear that our Deathstalkers have failed their mission. Let us hope that these failures are rare. I'll give you the potion in a moment, but here is its recipe. If those Deathstalkers find themselves in need of future aid, then perhaps you can give it yourself.
Dark Lady, watch your...
Here is the potion to aid Quinn Yorick's recovery. Now if you'll excuse me, I have very important work to continue.
Victory for Sylvanas.
And for a recipe for death. Arthas's numbers are overwhelming. But with a new plague, we could eradicate both Scourge army and the human infestation once and for all. Many studies have proven that spider blood, combined with a toxin derived from a grizzled bear heart's, results in a deadly elixir. Collect samples from the spiders in the skittering dark to the northwest, and from the bears wandering throughout Silverpine Forest. Deliver the reagents to Master Apothecary Farinel of the Royal Apothecary Society in the Undercity. So we're going to collect some more hearts, this time from bears, and skittering blood from spiders.
Trust no one.
And we need to deliver that to Undercity. A lot of stuff to turn in and interact with.
And you are...
So from the trade goods vendor, let's see if we got anything here. We've got smoked bear meat. Interesting. I feel like we should just pick it up at 2 silver. I mean, it seems fine. Who knows, we might actually be able to get some points out of that if we do pick up some bear meat while we work on picking up the hearts that we need. Nothing for tailoring yet, though.
Beware.
The Deathstalkers report. I hadn't accounted for the level of Scourge presence we've seen in Silverpine Forest, nor for the troubles our Deathstalkers have had in their scouting efforts. Your aid to our Deathstalkers was invaluable, Adelaide, and you will be commended.
Trust no one.
While you were out helping our Deathstalkers, Apothecary Renfarrell sent you a summons. He did not give me the details, but he wanted to speak with you about the wolf hearts you had given him.
Embrace the shadow.
And for the dead fields. Our initial scouting reports of Silverpine show the Rothides have a base at an old farm to the north, the Dead Fields. We have sent small assaults against them, but each time they are reinforced by the Banshee Nightlash, who uses her magic to rout our forces. We want Nightlash destroyed. Go to the Dead Fields and assault the Rothides. If you don't see Nightlash, then kill the Rothides until she appears. Then defeat her. Her essence will turn to dust. Bring me that dust as proof.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Should be all that we need down here. Speak with the apothecary again. He probably doesn't have too much to say. The wolf hearts you acquired possess a quality unseen in similar specimens. There is a toxicity to them that should be deadly to the very wolves in which the hearts beat. It's quite incredible, and we must study it further. I kept a few samples of the hearts acquired. Take them to my colleague, Apothecary Zinj. You will find her in our headquarters in the Undercity.
Remember, patience, discipline.
All right, some more errand boy kind of stuff. And obviously we've got Death Guard Podrick here.
What would you ask of death?
For supplies that will also have to go to Undercity. Executor Hadrick asked me to take some stock of our equipment at the Sepulchre. With the Scourge, and worse, lurking in the woods, he doesn't want the Death Guards to lack gear they might need. I've found that we are, in general, well stocked, but we do need more weapons to replace those lost in the field. Here's a requisition order of what is needed for the weapon dealer Gordon Wendham in the Undercity. Take the order to our Batmaster Karos Razak and speak with him about transport to the Undercity.
Watch your back.
So we got our classic Flight Master tutorial. And we've even got Podrick's order here. They need 12 longswords and 9 daggers, 8 round shields, 15 axes, and 1,000 arrows. Okay. Interesting. We'll take care of that in a little bit, once we actually head back to Undercity, I guess. It's alright if we have to keep the actual supplies that we pick up in our inventory. I'm not, like, super worried about it. It'll probably be fine. I don't think we'll end up picking up so much stuff in the Barrens that we can't possibly manage our inventory properly. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is head outside of town. We'll kill our white scalps because we only need like 5 of them maybe. And then we'll turn it in back at the Sepulchre, and then we'll pick up the follow-up, and then we'll head north. That's usually how I typically like to do it, because the follow-up quest is going to send us right across the river here in this little farm area to pick up a like some sort of scroll or book. Our first grizzled bear heart. I feel like the bears to the north are typically farmed a little bit more. So if we can kill a couple of bears here, maybe pick up a couple of those hearts in advance. I think that should help a lot. Yeah, I think annoyingly these white scalps have some frost resistance. They've got some frost-esque abilities like frost armor, you know, and the ability to like slow you down. So our frost bolts have definitely been inconsistent so far. That's going to do it for the white scalps. Let's go ahead and turn that in. And we've got a whole bunch of stuff we can do up north. I think I'll save the Dalaran crate for the for our second trip back here in Silverpine, because it does involve some other frost mages that we have to deal with. I'm sure at this level they're probably going to hit quite hard.
Speak quickly.
You have served me well, Mage. It is obvious to me that you will be a worthy aid to me as I prepare to rid Silverpine Forest of Aragal's curse. How Aragal gained acceptance within the Kirin Tor is beyond me. His spellcasting knowledge seemed as transparent as a blown glass bauble. What's important now is learning exactly what magic Aragal used, so that I can turn it against him and secure Silverpine Forest for the Dark Lady. Aragal first stayed at the wheat farm just north of the bridge. One of the Deathstalkers reported seeing some spell books, but could not secure them. Retrieve for me the spell labeled Remedy of Aragal from those books.
Beware the living.
As we hit level 15. So I was thinking about these talents a lot. This second row of talents is just amazing. Like, I want all of them. But since we have to choose, I think we're probably going to go into Frostbite and Permafrost first. Both of these are going to make our Frostbolt stronger as far as increasing the slow and the duration of the slow, which will allow us to kite a lot easier, kite for a lot longer, etc. So we'll take Permafrost, I think, first, because this will increase the duration of the slow, and it'll increase the amount of the slow as well on top of that, which will be great. Frostbite is a little bit more, I guess, inconsistent. You do have to get kind of lucky with it. But I think at 3 points, being able to eventually have a 15% chance to freeze a target on every single frostbolt that we send out. I feel like that's going to give us a lot of value at some point. Plus, this works with Cone of Cold too. Once we are able to pick up Cone of Cold. And that could end up being one of our escape strategies if, you know, our Frost Nova is resisted, if our Blink isn't up. You know, having Cone of Cold freeze a couple of targets potentially if we have to run might work out really, really well for us. Take on a couple more bears before we enter the farm across the river. Entering Valgan's field now, so we just got to get inside and grab that book. I think once we grab the book, we end up summoning something as a result. I'll have to fight, so we'll just have to be careful as we enter the building. We should be able to avoid most of these Moonrage Worgen on our way in. So we got 2 Worgen upstairs. Hopefully we can polymorph one. I think we should be able to. Yeah, okay. Something we'll have to keep in mind when we go back to Ivar's patch and, you know, face off against Ivar once we're ready for that quest is that we cannot polymorph Undead. It's something that I feel like I tend to forget a lot when I'm playing Mage. And I certainly don't want to be caught out on that at some point. So we're going to grab the Dusty Spellbooks over there in the other room. We'll face our last Worgen that should spawn as a result. And we will move on. We'll probably go up to Ivar's patch first to turn in that quest. Pick up the quest for Ivar, and then once we deal with that stuff, we'll work on everything else. I am a little afraid that we are going to potentially have some gray quests as we enter the Barrens. I'm not sure yet, but it might be a possibility. Especially if we hit level 16 while we're here, which again very well could be a possibility. Alright, looks like we got what we need. Let's get over to Quinn York. Let's get this turned in and we'll pick up that Ivar quest.
Speak quickly. Beware the living.
Quinn takes the potion and drinks it. Yes, I can feel it working. I will soon be able to travel. You have done me a great favor, Adelaide.
Our time.
Very good.
I am forsaken.
My brother Quinn and I were tasked to recon Silverpine Forest and report to High Executor Hadrick, but we didn't get far. When moving through this farm, we were attacked by the ghoul Ivar the Foul. We escaped from Ivar, but he seriously mauled Quinn. He's healing from the potion you gave him, but Ivar may return before Quinn recovers. Kill Ivar so Quinn will have time to heal. Ivar is usually in the barn yonder, waiting for my guard to drop.
Watch your back.
Let us take care of that. I'm going to clear out all the ghouls outside, hopefully pretty quickly. Gotta make sure we're quick about it so they don't respawn on top of us. And when we're ready to pull Ivar, we'll try to drag him outside. And we'll have a lot more space out here. And we're probably going to end up pulling at least one other thing with him. Maybe even two. So we just got to be careful. We've got the really sticky glue and slumber sand as some very necessary tools for stuff like this, but hopefully we won't need them. As soon as we get our mana back, we'll pull him outside. I am shocked that we didn't pull all three of them. I thought for certain we would pull them all, but got away with pulling just one of them. Get our mana back quickly again. Let's just blast them both in town. We'll take Ivar outside. Perfect.
I haven't got all day.
Ah, thank you. You have my gratitude, Adelaide. I will include you in the report I make to my superiors.
Our time will come.
Awesome. I just love the flow of Silverpine and the Barrens, but in particular Silverpine, like how smooth the quests are, and how smooth the pathing is around the zone as you complete stuff. So we're going to head off the path shortly here into the northern section of the region. We've got 2 more hearts to collect. We've actually had pretty good luck with the grizzled bear hearts so far. The drop rate is definitely variable for sure for these. It can take quite a while sometimes to get them. But we've had pretty good luck today. See if we can get those last 2 on the way to the dead fields. And then we'll have to wait for Nightlash to appear. And of course, let's make sure we keep our eye out for the Son of Arugal. He's going to be out there wandering around, and if he does get a hold of us, we're not going to have much of a chance. Pretty much going to have our Frost Nova. We're going to pray that it doesn't resist, which it'll probably have a very, very likely chance to miss. And if it doesn't, we'll spam Slumber Sand, we'll spam Sticky Glue, we'll try everything, but yeah, I imagine he could probably kill us in about 3 hits. Just wanted to check real quick to make sure Nightlash wasn't already there. I've always been curious to figure out how Nightlash is actually summoned. I know the quest and many others will say just keep killing, the gnolls around the area. But it hasn't always been my experience. I feel like it's just as soon as you enter the dead fields and maybe after you kill like one of the gnolls, that, Nightlash will appear after just like a certain amount of time. At least just how it always felt. Like it didn't necessarily matter how many gnolls I killed. I think I've had it before where I've killed, like in a group, every single gnoll here at the dead fields twice. Like they respawned again and we killed them again. And Nightlash still didn't appear, so seems a little arbitrary. This will be our chance to pick up some more cloth as well. Oh, hello. Which we definitely need. I want to get back to disenchanting again. And again, we have to be careful with these guys because they are not humanoids. They are, in fact, undead. We're just hit by the Curse of Thule. Spirit reduced by 3. It's not the worst thing that we could be dealing with. It'll certainly slow us down a little bit. I think I might actually have to run here. Oh my god, we're actually kind of in a pickle. A little bit. I'm going to use the really sticky glue. Yeah, this place is so condensed. Okay, I think we're okay. We do have one Glade Runner that did come out. Let's just take him out quickly and get our health back up. It's actually a little scary. Yeah, I didn't really think about it too much, but there really isn't much space to run if you need to escape. And I don't see any other players around, so I'm thinking these gnolls might have actually hyper-spawned in, which would be extra scary, honestly. So going back into the woods the way we did is probably not the best strategy, so let's kind of take a step back here and see if there's a better route we can take. I mean, this seems to be a little bit more clear on this side. But I do know the Son of Aragal does travel this this area here. Night Lash just appeared. Get a little bit of mana back, but we want to be quick. She's level 14. Let's burst her down. Perfect. And let's get our mana back before we move on. So just need one more Grizzled Bear Heart, and then that Skittering Blood. Don't think we're going to be able to get everything today, though. So I might have to head back a little early. Maybe we'll just, I mean, I think the hearts and the blood are connected, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we might have to come back. Let's see what else is there. Yeah, I think it should work out pretty well for a return trip. We could like head north first when we come back. And then head south and deal with like border crossings and stuff like that. So let's head back to the Sepulchre. We'll turn in our quests. And then we'll head over to Undercity, because we do have some quests to turn in there as well.
This had better be good.
I heard of your successful raid against the Rothides, Adelaide. And this essence is proof of Night Lash's death. The Scourge have lost ground this day. Your value to the Forsaken grows.
Watch your back.
Adelaide, we've discovered a new hive for the Scourge, the Decrepit Ferry. The ferry lies east of the Sepulchre and is heavily patrolled by Rothides and other undead. There must be a reason for the Scourge's occupation of the area. Go to the Decrepit Ferry and find out why the Scourge are there.
Farewell.
And we'll take care of that on the return trip as well. I don't know if I want to take on Fenris Isle or not. We can definitely skip it if we want. We'll have plenty of other ways to gain experience safely.
I am forsaken.
I feel like I haven't done it in a while, so
Our time.
maybe I'll end up doing it. This is precisely the spell I was in search of, Mage. If your dedication to the Dark Lady's cause remains infallible, you will find you have quite a future amongst the Forsaken.
Dark Lady, watch over you. Victory.
Yeah, we'll leave Argyl's Folly alone for now. We can just pick that up the next time we come back.
What do
And the Flight Master.
Farewell.
In order for supplies. You will want to take this to the Undercity, no doubt, and quickly, for the Sepulchre must not be left understocked.
Trust no one.
One of my bats can take you to the Undercity for a small fee. Speak with me again when you are ready, so that we may arrange your transport. You will find Gordon Wendham in the trade quarter of the Undercity. That is the same quarter where my bat will land.
Watch your back.
Great. Let us take flight. So lots of stuff to vendor. I can move some stuff around here. Some quest items. Luckily we can't accidentally, vendor the grizzled bear hearts. And that might be the only thing that we'll be holding on to in between, when we start the Barrens and when we return back to Silverpine. So not too bad. We'll have to deal with our cloth, maybe in the next episode or two after we start the Barrens. And of course dealing with the stringy wolf meat. Some great progress though today. We should actually be pretty close to level 16 by the time we turn these in back in Undercity. An order from the Sepulchre? Very well. It is an honor to serve those who serve our Dark Lady.
Trust no one.
I have placed the Sepulchre supplies into this crate. If you have already visited the Sepulchre and spoken with their Batmaster, then you may ride a bat back to him. Speak with the Undercity's Batmaster, Michael Garrett. He can provide you with a bat to the Sepulchre.
Beware.
So we got the crate. I think you have to take the flight path to complete this quest. If I'm not mistaken, like we can't just hearth back to the Sepulchre. So, oops. That's right, we'll jump down for now. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to handle it just yet. I could just turn it in between episodes. And then fly back to Undercity so we can take the Zeppelin back to Kalimdor. But I'll see. It's a pretty insignificant quest, so I wouldn't mind taking that route.
Forsaken.
Ah, yes, the heart samples of which Renfarrell spoke. I am eager to experiment with these. It is always of interest to the Royal Apothecary Society when new forms of toxins are discovered.
Remember,
A colleague in Kalimdor, Apothecary Helbrim, is researching the effects of Lordaeron toxins on the beasts of Kalimdor. He would be very interested in a sample of the wolf hearts Renfarrell sent me. Helbrim is stationed in the Barrens, in a village known as the Crossroads. To reach him, you must travel via Zeppelin to the Orc capital of Orgrimmar, then travel south by foot to Durotar. Head west into the Barrens, and you will soon reach the Crossroads.
beware the living.
Perfect. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me for today. In the next episode, we will of course be entering the Barrens for the first time. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching today, and if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.